Well, hello, POs. Hello. How's everybody doing today? Guys, listen, this video is going to probably be on both my channels. I'm going to probably upload it to Sharinabelli and also Sharinabelli Shorts. Which that Sharinabelli Shorts, that name may get changed sometime in the future. But the jury's still out on that. We'll see. We'll just play it by ear. But I just wanted to do, because I know we got a lot of new subscribers, and I want to say welcome to you all. And thank you so very much for finding that subscribe button. You found it, and you smashed it. And I thank you. I do. But because there's some new subscribers, POs, and PO just short for precious ones, because that's who you are. You are precious to Almighty. You are precious to me. You are precious ones. Okay? Never forget that. I don't care what anybody else want to call you, especially if they're calling you something in a derogatory term. No. You are a precious one, okay? And you are special in all of whatever way Almighty has created you. And I want you to remember that, okay? Okay. But I want to do a little story time. Since this video, I think, is going to be uploaded to both channels, Sharinabelli and Sharinabelli Short. I wanted to give the new subscribers who may not have looked back at some of the past videos I've created and found out about, now I already told you about, I just told you about how I came to name my supporters, okay? You're just POs, you're precious ones. Now, but as far as this other name, Sharinabelli, I just wanted to give you just a little introduction as to how that name, the channel name, came to be Sharinabelli. And some of the older POs, they are familiar with this because I've done that video before. And just to kind of recap in my mind, guys, just gonna tell you a little backstory. My mom grew up. My mom is deceased. She's transitioned. God bless her soul. It was the sweetest person I think I would ever meet on my journey. This thing called life journey. But I know a lot of us think that way about moms, right? Well, if you don't, maybe you should. I don't know. I don't know the dynamics of what's going on in your life. However, my mom grew up in North Carolina. Okay, Washington, North Carolina. And it's weird because I don't think, when I tell people where my mom grew up, like people who I come in contact with, people who I may be working with, or, and I tell them she's from Washington, North Carolina, and I ask them, have they ever heard of it? And they said no. So when I tell them, I say, well, Washington is not too far from Raleigh. So then they say, aha. I've heard of Raleigh, North Carolina. Just never heard of Washington, North Carolina. We call it Little Washington. And I don't know where the name came from. I don't know if it's a spinoff from Washington, D.C. I don't know. I have no earthly clue. But all I know is that it's called Washington, North Carolina. But for some reason, I always would hear the older people, when I was young coming up, I would hear them call it Little Washington. Anyway, So my mom, like a lot of people in North Carolina, South Carolina, some of them, sometimes they venture out. Excuse me. And my mom was one of those people. She ventured out and came to Maryland. So, make a long story short, well, not that long, but to make this story shorter, so I won't keep you here all day, my mom had nicknames for all her kids. It was 4 of us, okay? I had one sister, 2 brothers. I am my mom's second oldest child. So I have a brother that's younger than me and a sister that's younger than me. And those are the 2 that's transitioned as well. But she had nicknames for us all. She just did. She had nicknames for all of her kids. And this is what she called us, how she seen us, And I guess that Sharinabelli for me, I don't know, it sounded like it was a southern kind of thing. And being that I didn't grow up in North Carolina, I grew up in Maryland. So I'm a city girl from start to finish, but I always had a trace of country in me because we used to vacation almost every summer. We used to go to Washington, North Carolina every summer, to visit family that was still there. And my nickname that she gave me was Sharinabelli. Now let me tell y'all, I could not stand that name in the beginning, as a child, that is. I could not stand it. Now, I could go, I could jive, I could flow with Sharina. I didn't have a problem with that. But when you threw that bell, that sounded countrified to me. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Now, I'm not going to bucket mama or my mommy, but, in my mind, I just remember, wait a minute, do we have to? Do we have to do that? Especially all out in the open where other children can hear. And y'all know how vicious children can be, So, but I got my name, Sharinabelli. That's what my mom used to call me. For some reason, I just looked it, I guess, to her like a Sharina Belly to her. So I grew up with that nickname from her from since I can remember, since I was knee high to a duck, you know what? Okay, but yeah, guys, I had a little issue with that name way back when, because again, getting back to how cruel kids can be sometimes, they will, ooh, oh my gosh, they will send you somewhere left real quick. But I like I said, I did not have a problem with Sharina, but it was just that bell. And I remember her calling me, and don't let her be upset a little bit with you, because she would put emphasis on that bell. I mean, all I heard was bell. I didn't even hear Sharina. It's like, Bell! I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I do? What kind of trouble am I in here? I'm like, but I remember, did you have to? I remember asking, but so humbly, because, and then my mom never whooped us. I don't know, I guess that just wasn't her thing, but my mom can grab your arm and stop that blood circulation. And she didn't have to whip us, anyway, because we recognize signs, okay? Back in them days, we recognized the many splendored faces. We just did. And my mom had a way of doing something with her mouth, guys, and she would fold that that mouth up. If she was upset with you and you already knew, you better get right and fly straight. Because if not, she was going to knock you down and you going to fly left. Oh, that's my left. I'm going to go this way. That's my left. And you was going to fly somewhere left. But she never was a parent to discipline by a beating or anything like that. Now, my grandmother, on the other hand, now that's a horse of a whole nother color. But that woman didn't spare nothing. No frying pans, no rods, no nothing. She didn't spare nothing. But my mom, she was different. But, yeah, so that Sharinabelli, that's where I got the name from, Sharinabelli. I did not like it. But it's funny because now, since my mom is no longer here, she's in my heart. But since she's no longer, since she's transitioned on, I love the name. It's funny how things work out like that. It's funny. And my name is Sharon. Sharon. So I don't know where Sharinabelli fits in. The only thing I could recognize was the S at the beginning. I'm like, well, what is Sharinabelli? I mean, where does Sharinabelli come from? It sounded all countrified. Wait a minute. But my mom, bless her soul, she was cool. She was the sweetest mom. Like I said, she never took no strap to us or anything like that. We just recognized that face action. All she had to do was do a little face action for us to straighten up. Oh, what you need? What can I help you do? What's need to be the best? I'm here. So we knew how to get it together. All we had to do was recognize that face. You know what I mean? Because you don't know, but we knew she had the sweetest face. She had the kindest face, And, that lady would give you literally, y'all done heard people say, some of you have heard people say that of people who will give you the shirt off their back. Well, my mom would literally do that. She would literally do that. She was the kindest, sweetest spirit that I think I've ever encountered. But let me not get into that too much because, see, I'm a Cancer, y'all. My zodiac sign is Cancer. I was born in the month of June. So y'all know Cancers can be on the little crybaby-ish side. So let me not talk too much about that sweet, sweet spirit that's, only in here right now. It's only in here right now. So, because I'll stop boo-hooing. But that's what that's all I wanted to do in this video, was to just give the new POs, those who may not have visited some of the older videos, which I hope you would. Go on back there and see some of those videos, Listen, I try to, even though I'm doing commentary on, some folks and, constructive criticism, as I like to say, there is some, if you listen well, if you got your good ear on, if you're listening with your good ear, and that's not any, I'm not trying to be funny about people who have hearing aids. That's just, or hearing problems. That's just my way of that's an attempt at a little bit of humor when I say put your good ear on. Because I know I'm at work when I'm on the phone with customers. I can even say to them, if you're listening, say amen, because I want to make sure I got their attention. Or I'll say, now I want you to put your good ear on so you can hear what I'm saying. But that's no disrespect or meanness to anybody who do have, because I do realize there are deaf people, there are people who are hearing impaired, and so on and so forth. So I mean no disrespect to that, but I just be trying to, say something to grasp people so they can listen. But a lot of times when I say it, when I'm talking to people on the phone at the job or wherever, sometimes they laugh at it because they get the humor. I have what they call that dry humor stuff. Some people can get it right away, and some people be like, what is going on with Sharinabelli today? What kind of sauce has she been sucking up on? But anyway, I don't know. I like to bring out humor. I like it because sometimes it's a good icebreaker, and it helps people to, if their guards is up, you wanna, because I don't want to have people feeling like oh, here comes Sharinabelli. It's getting ready to be a punch. It's getting ready to be a knockout, drag out. No, because I come in peace. I do. I do. I don't want people to have their back up or, feeling like they're going to be attacked or whatever have you. But anyway, that's my story time as far as where Sharinabelli came to be. And guys, like I said, since I am the age I am, which is over six. Did y'all catch it? Y'all didn't catch the age? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all right. But since I've come to be this age, and even look, let's see. It's been about 20 years now that I have really come to appreciate that name. Because, guys, I didn't always like it at all, because especially when I was a kid, I just thought it was too country and the children was going to be mean and they were going to pick at me and, because I was already being, picked on a little bit, just because I had a little bit more flesh on the bones than they did. I wasn't fat, but I had a little more flesh on the bones. And some children can find anything to make a joke about, So, and I didn't want that name. I didn't want them, finding jokes in that name. Because, it just all sounded countrified. It just, Sharina and Bell. I could deal with Sharina. I could stomach that. But that Bell stuff, I don't know. Maybe my mama just was speaking it into existence that I was going to be the Southern Belle, the Southern Belle. I don't know where Sharinabelli came from. And I don't know, I kind of missed the opportunity to ask her where, or let me just say this. I don't know if I missed the opportunity or not. Maybe I asked her and I don't know, maybe I forgot what the response was if she did. And normally I'm thinking if I asked her, she would have told me because she wasn't one to, be camouflaging and not answering her kids and if they had questions. So, but I'm just figuring I forgot. If she told me where it came from, whatever, I must have forgot. Maybe I just put it out my mind and kept it out my mind. I don't know. But my name is Sharon. Channel name is Sharinabelli. And I love it. That's why I named my channel. I say, because I started missing. It's weird how life works. It's weird. Started out, couldn't stand it. Got a YouTube channel years later with that name, with that very name that I couldn't stand. Tell me Almighty ain't got a sense of humor. You gonna appreciate what was given to you, my child. And I do now, I do. But anyway, that's my little story time, guys. I'm going to get off of here because I'm about to be at 20 minutes now. I didn't mean to be here that long, but not to do this, but I guess y'all know how I do. I got to go back and grab this and then, oh, wait a minute, I didn't grab that. Let me grab that. Because I want to try to be, just explain, so you'll get the gist of what it is I'm talking about. But anywho, guys, I want everybody to be safe. I want you to stay safe, be blessed, everybody. I love you and I mean it. You love yourself, everybody. Please love yourself because you are worth love, and loving yourself is where it starts. Okay, love someone else. Okay, love someone else, all right? And tell them you love them. Tell yourself you love yourself. Almighty peace and blessings, everybody. Y'all take care of everybody, okay? And thanks for watching. And again, welcome to all the new supporters. I thank you, one and all. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Now listen, before I hit this off button, now I almost forgot. You almost got away. If you have not subscribed, I got a question for you. Why haven't you found that button? It's one somewhere on here. And then hit that bell, because that bell will notify you when I come back with my next video. Alright? So if you haven't subscribed to Sharinabelli, come on over and join us POs. We ain't doing nothing but a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of that and a little bit of this. Yeah. Thank you guys. Y'all take care, everybody, and be safe.